All right, so today we wanted to talk about how America may not be a Christian nation, and that's actually okay.
Yeah, I mean, when you think about it, why do people want America to be a Christian nation? What are the benefits? The one off the top of my head is that when you are a Christian and you want to talk about your faith, that whenever you are with friends or someone that may not be a Christian, you can still have a general knowledge base to talk about it. Most people in the United States have heard about Jesus, heard about the cross, heard about the resurrection. They know kind of the general basics of Christianity. So you don't have to start from square one explaining everything. You have a jumping off point for explaining your faith or just having a general conversation about your faith.
Yeah, and when you start a conversation, you don't have to worry about the conflict or the challenge that comes along with talking about faith, because it's a widely accepted thing. More people that you're going to meet on the street are going to have that basis and that knowledge, so there is no challenge that comes at you as a Christian.
But really, when you think about it, those 2 points, they may be what we want as Christians, but are they really what we need? When we're talking to someone and our discussion points or our faith is challenged, we then have to have reasons as to why we believe what we believe. And we have to have a depth to our faith that is really built by these challenges, built by having to explain things to people, by having to defend your faith.
Yeah. And, when there is none of that, there's no reason to really give truth. Like, if somebody has a basis and they have a general knowledge, you don't have to talk about the lies that may be out there, the untruths that have been spouted about Christianity or about God, about Jesus. You don't have to worry about any of that kind of stuff. So there's nothing to learn. There's nothing to push you in those conversations. There's no reason to really reach out and tell somebody the truth when it comes to Jesus, and that's kind of lame.
Right. So I mean, if the things that we think of as benefits for being a Christian nation are actually drawbacks, then really, why is going away from Christianity, why is our country headed in that opposite direction a bad thing? Like, why do we complain about that? And I think a big thing is that people are starting to see church attendance going down. Yeah. People are starting to lose their friends that were claiming to be Christians or that might actually be Christians. They're not coming to church. They're not hanging around as much because that's not the culturally popular thing to do.
It's not the norm, yeah.
Right. And if you don't get that cultural benefit, why follow a list of rules without getting that cultural benefit? And the real why to that is knowing about God and having that deep relationship with God. And if you don't have that, you're just relying on the cultural benefits. There's no real reason to identify with Christianity.
Yeah. And instead of it being a set of rules, it is more relationship driven. We do concentrate more on the relationship between us and Christ when we actually have to learn about our faith. Because without challenge, without any of this stuff, you have the fringe that's falling off, but the core is becoming so much stronger because we have to learn about Christ and we have to learn the truth. Because without us learning it, then there's nothing for us to have ammunition when we are challenged, when we are pushed, when we are in those awkward conversations where somebody knows nothing about Christ. We don't even have an understanding.
Exactly.
And now we do, and we have to become stronger as Christians. And it's amazing.
Right. And our numbers may be going down, but our strength and our faith is doing absolutely nothing but going up.
Yeah.
With this challenge to our beliefs, we are growing stronger and stronger.
Yeah, because the world is looking for truth, and we have truth. We have something that has been proven century after century to be true. And so we want to encourage everybody. We want to get past this pessimism of being so sad that America may not be a Christian nation anymore, because in some ways this is a great thing.
Yeah, this is a time to celebrate.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is the start of a conversation. We want you to go down in the comment section, subscribe, like this video, and share it so that we can start a conversation based around this. We'll be in the comment section responding to whatever it is you have to say. And yeah, we just look forward to starting the conversation.